Right there, failed to lock open. Cool. Last round. That was 500 rounds through the M17, or the new Army pistol coming here pretty soon, or the Sig P320, which some of you are aware of. So right there, you just witnessed 500 rounds through this gun. I'm going to give a quick update on good things and bad things, in my personal opinion, about this handgun. So, firstly, starting off, like you just saw, I've been having issues where it fails to lock open, which is just so happened it happened right there, which couldn't happen at a better time because y'all are watching. But for some reason, this happens quite a bit, and to other people who have shot this pistol in the past week. It has not locked open on the last round fired for some odd reason. Now, some will probably say, oh, you have your fingers pressing down on the slide release. Well, kind of the nice thing, or the bad thing of how this safety is designed, is how you hold it. It's kind of hard to do that because of the safety. You can do it, but I know personally I don't hold my hands above as I'm shooting, because you need to flip the safety up to get it back on safe. So, also another thing that I was talking about in a last video, I do not like where the safety is located. So it's kind of grown on me a little bit. It is, for me personally, too close together. The safety and the slide release. Still, I'm kind of beating the dead horse on this. I don't like that. But I've figured out ways to work around it by shooting it so much out here at the range. So it's not as big of a deal as I kind of made it out to be earlier. Would I prefer it to be further apart? Yes. But is it? No, I'm just going to have to deal with it. Another thing that I am not happy about, which I could have kind of called it, but the coating. The coating on this pistol is not good. Let's just say that. Just by shooting at 500 rounds in and out of the holster, I am already seeing signs of wear all over the sides and the top, along with little nick marks in it. So, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe this is just a bad batch pistol that I have. Not too sure, but it's not wearing to my liking. I can see it right now reflecting at me. And I haven't even dropped this pistol. I haven't been abusive to it in any way. Just been out here at the range, putting rounds downrange from the holster. So, one thing that I do like a lot is the magazine release. It is really good. I prefer it, actually, out of a lot of handguns. Mainly the reason because of that is when you have a good shooting grip, when you go to drop the magazine, I don't have to displace my hands to do it. I don't have to kind of cant the gun in. With my fingers, in my experience, in a normal shooting stance, I can come straight down and hit the button to release. Which in turn, if I hit that, it's ready to rock and roll, which I like a lot. So reloads on this is actually pretty freaking fast compared to Smith & Wessons and Glocks and stuff. I think I'm actually a little bit quicker reloading with this gun, which I am impressed about. Another thing, I guess it's me, I don't like SIGs in general because of the high bore access. It's just a thing that I have that you can see. Look how much space is in between where my finger is aligned and the bottom of the slide. I can fit an entire thumb width in there. Okay, so maybe I'm being picky, but other firearms of the type, I'm very close to the side. And if you reference physics, crazy word there, it's almost like a lever down this way. That's what it is a lever. So the higher up you are, the more recoil you're going to get to generate it. So the closer you are, if I could be, I would want to be right over that barrel. Obviously that's impossible because it reciprocates, but I want to be the closest I can to that because it'll mitigate recoil better. So that's one of my issues with this gun. So, sights, I guess moving on to the sights, I like them. They're crisp. They are tritium inserted. One thing I wish they would have had is how the front is actually white. I wish the rear were white. I think the Army requested that specifically, but they're not that bad. I actually I enjoy shooting them. I can take shots out at 50 yards and even 100 yards with this pistol and still make accurate hits on a man-sized target. So, 500 round update. I guess other than that, I don't have any negatives or really positives. I guess I do. Trigger. So I thought the trigger was going to be more of an issue back when I referenced when you see my last video about this, kind of me railing on the trigger. I do not like the reset. And I still don't really like the reset because it kind of pushes, it doesn't do anything until the last second, and then it flings your finger forward. Slow shooting, that's kind of an issue. I can work around it. But shooting very quickly, it's kind of an aid. I've actually kind of liked it, which is surprising because I normally don't like triggers that do that. But interestingly enough, I kind of like it. So shooting this pistol fast, trigger-wise, is kind of easier than other pistols I've shot. But resorting back to the high bore axis, it takes a little bit more time to kind of press in. Trigger squeeze is not that bad. So other than that, I mean, that's the 500 round update with me that I have. And those are my gripes and complaints and a couple positive things. So that's all I got right now. We'll see when I put 1,000 rounds through it, 2,000 rounds, depending on whenever that happens. But we'll see, and I'll give you more updates as I go. And then once my military career allows me to have this, which is here pretty soon, probably about 6 to 8 months, I will be issued this pistol. Then we'll go from there, and I'll start the testing on the actual military pistol. So, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Thanks.